house that something falsely claiming it was God asked me to come out of the house without my grandfather. I still went outside the house with my grandfather and didn't speak a word, as there was a lot of supposed men there, but no God was to be seen. Obviously, that false God had reason to fear my grandfather. I remember also when I made a call to my grandfather in the back of Brother Orville's house, which was there on Konya Street a long time ago, that I made a call to him, wanted to talk with him, and whenever he was driving up to come talk to me, uh, the supposed man of that church grabbed me from the house, put me in a corner of the church, and prevented my grandfather from speaking with me. Yes, this happened. Also, the same man laughed as they forced me and my mom to have sex using various means of mind control and forced me to do the sex act and come, as well as force feeding me shit once. Yes. It all happened at the Creative Learning Center, which is blackmail all the way around. And you see the black bars of blackmail around that place. So much blackmail. All those fences are blackmailed houses and people being sealed so the magic can't fall, so those people can't cast spells using a chain and blackmail that started in a lot of places. My grandfather Connie Listo never raped me, and my grandfather Luis Garcia never raped me either. And I was forced through the system of mind control and plugging into the jack that appeared in the third iteration of horrifying events that happened to the multiverse. Plugs were in the background. So many of them to mind control us into various acts. Also, second time that false, fake, liar, false God called me out and to leave the house, called me to leave the house without my grandfather kindly son, took him out, and there was only two men left. Only two supposed men left, actually. And I didn't go with him either. I just, like, yeah, I see the big deal. I see the big deal, I'm not going. Alright, back inside. Remember my time at a private school out there near the, where is it? I'll get the exact location from Google later. But I was whipped a lot as a child. They tried to break me. So many only broken. They wanted me to say a specific incantation, Laura. And fear the Lord. And have faith in the Lord. And I deny fear. I deny having faith in the Lord. I deny loving the Lord. And I deny fearing the Lord's power at all. Jesus Christ and Jesus Christ aren't what you think they are. See, Christ stands for Central Relay Integrated System. T, the Jesus, CRST, and then of course it's Christ, CHIRST, Central Heuristic Integrated Relay System Tree, and Christ, which is Central Relay Integrated System Tree. Two different tree systems. They were stolen from me. I get them back slowly. let's go over some other things. Just, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I had a unwilling brain surgery. I said I want to play video games for them to take me into Queen at the hospital at the time of doing brain surgery on me. I don't know what they were removing, but it was a lot. I also had my brains eaten at one point, towards the end. Of course, for the brain eating, these big, fat, fake men bashed my head against the pew several times, and doctor opening my head and eating. We were having quite a few times remembering, and I think they were hoping I was being thrown into a volcano. But I just remember waking up in my room afterwards, just as I was like plummeting. And of course, at times, if there was one time Kid Master Jackson who goes to the tabernacle tried to chop me up into pieces, fearing for the future. I remember that in this whole mess, 8chan, Infinity Chan, were reminded me that the traders go on iron spirals forever, in pain and torment, screaming in pain forever. Also, I was being mean to like a sex kitten. My symbol, the one that they gave me, was like a triangle going in with the 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 triangle being drawn inside smaller and smaller and smaller. Yeah, that's what I was given. I never really had sex, except for once with two people. That was it. That's the time I was being beaten. Well, now I've said it all, talked about it. Alright, here's my Bitcoin account for my personal life. Here's a second Bitcoin account. Stop starvation around the world. I watched a video where a man from North Korea talked about it. 3 tiny heads in a pot. There's cannibals in North Korea because of that little food they have there. It's terrible. Terrible that there's a rapper. Second Bitcoin account was my personal drive to end starvation around the world. Yeah. My thought is to buy produce from India and have a trip to South Korea, or buy food from South Korea and or India and have a trip, buy it from various countries near Korea, and have it sent to North Korea. Yeah, and hunger now. Yeah, cannibalism in North Korea right now is pretty bad. Uh, uh, I've talked a lot about Viceroy. I went to what's called the Lighthouse here, the Pentecost. Oh boy, there's a lot I have to say about what that means. Uh, the rapture. That's so much more to talk about next time. That'll happen next time after this. Make another video. And I was poisoned at the end. I refused to kneel. They kept on telling me to just kneel. And I don't think about just kneel. I wasn't. But the battle called me sovereign. I'm so happy he called me sovereign. I'm sovereign. I'm that sovereign. Man, I miss Brother Battle. Oh, he he tore off the the false love seal over the house, and that was a big event. All right. Just for those wondering, the Earth is both a dome, plane, and a galactic plane. One where the Earth is like in a dome sphere, that's the dome plane, with various different alignments, different domes. And of course, the galactic plane where the stars and the planets are in a different arrangement. It depends on when and where you are, in which dome and plane you are. You could be on the galactic plane or on the dome plane. It just depends on when and where you are. Alright. Well, that's about now. That's about it for this episode. Have a nice day. Oh, remember, Thomas Jefferson, don't trust the government. As he said in the Federalist Papers, don't trust the government. I mean, the government experimented on um on some white people with syphilis and never gave them proper treatment. You think that stopped? When I was like 24 and I was talking trash about all the all the surveillance when Edward Snowden was had come out with the exposure about how much we were being surveilled. I remember I was trash talking so many things, saying it's all here, or happening, and here in the Central Valley, there was suddenly a smell like a mass smell like plastic burning. I remember it burning in my head slightly, along with like crunches in my brain, like something was crunching inside my brain. So there's that. I remember also being a story where poisonous pneumonia was just thrown into the New York like airway system from the army. Just these different stories of the government poisoning people. Where do you think the Spanish flu came from? Came from a government facility. Also, well, also towards the end, before I was forced to drink the poison and taken to have my brain fried quite a bit, some of the military, one of them bashed my head against the metal sink at the penthouse house. One of them knocked me a little bit, and one of them was trying to blow up my ass. Also, when I was looking through my future at various points, and I went to the future one point, two cops drove instead of driving me to the pretrial center. Here, they had said take me to the back of the woods and two shots to the back of the head. Luckily, I ejected. I mean, magic is real. I mean, those companies are trying to destroy the magician, are they? I mean, the rapture is a false front. Never speak ill of the devil. Or kill Magic Jackson, saying I'll pit you, God, against her brother, the devil. And send the devil and his followers into hellfire. So, there's that. Also, as part of my spell, I decided to have the Book of Revelations and the whole Bible lie to the liars who lied so much. Will get lies in return from themselves. No Antichrist, all that stuff. I said no Antichrist. No Antichrist and no Antichrist. No anti-CRST and no anti-CHIRST. I said no to both those. With my wishes, my spells, miracles, hopes, and dreams.